My third little video for the ninth day. This is the ninth day, the third video. We're finishing out the table of contents. Some of this I can go very fast, but then I got to slow up because I need to explain. The 12th line should be French. Now, you could go next line, next line, next line, but it might be worth it to do this. It would be so nice. Well, it maybe doesn't matter so much now, but I liked it if this would all fit on one face. There's the whole thing. But anyway, if you're going to keep it on one line, you're going to have to use a semicolon. And the 13th section will be German. The 14th section will be Latin. The 15th section will be Greek. Now, I'm not teaching all of Greek. I'm just giving you a taste of each one of these. The 16th section. Now things slow up a little bit. This section is going to be my vocabulary words, but I want to show you what I've done here. My vocabulary. Well, brackets is a way to indicate that the editor of a newspaper or a book is interrupting. And he is interrupting with the announcement that henceforth, vocabulary is going to be this abbreviation vocab. We're not going to, these are notes. This is not a book, these are notes. And we're not going to write vocabulary anymore. We're just going to write vocab. And then he's even going to interrupt his interruption. And when you're inside brackets, what you have to do there is go to parentheses. And now, this should read that from now on, henceforth, that word is going to be HF. Put a period after it if you want. I've already used it on, I believe I used it on the title page. I'm going to use that word a lot, so I'm going to create an abbreviation so we can go faster. That's tricky. I call this razzle-dazzle in a way. If it were a football play, it would be razzle-dazzle. I'm trying to pack a whole lot of stuff in here densely, and I'm also trying to teach my students as quickly as possible how to take notes fast, because speed becomes important in the class. The 17th section is going to be the class's vocabulary words, but instead of writing vocabulary words, I wrote down same as above. Well, I'm hoping that you would figure out the class's vocabulary words. In any case, I do it that way because I want to use this as a chance to teach another abbreviation. Henceforth, from now on, anytime I want to say the same as above, I'll say IBID. It's not quite the same as ditto marks, but it functions a little bit like that. It's a Latin word for same. These are some of these are standard abbreviations used for maybe 1,000 years. One like IBID. Very handy. The 18th section, a chronological survey of the humanities. By the end of the year, that's where we'll spend most of our time. That stuff goes down real easy because we're dealing with perfectly wonderful stuff. It becomes a very big section. And then the last section in these notes will be documents. And by documents, what I mean is the quizzes or the papers that the kids give me. I make them date and sign everything. So I'm going to explain by documents right here. I'll say that is my signed and dated papers. We keep them at the back because we can keep adding to them as I give them back. They don't have to open up the whole set of notes. They just add it at the back. But once again, I'm announcing here comes an abbreviation. That is a standard, long-standing way to abbreviate that is I.E. Oh, and I underline it. And I underline this because these come from Latin. That's an indication that we've got a foreign language here. In typing, you could put these in italics. It would do sort of the same thing. Id est is the way you say that is in Latin. And for maybe 1,000 years it's been used. So that is my signed and dated papers. And now, since these are notes, and is one of the most common words in the English language. I think it might be the second. It might be the most common word occurring in the English language. It's right up there in the top 3 or 4. Anyway, we use it all the time, and an ampersand is the name of it. If you haven't already developed some kind of a little symbol to mean and, well then you should. For notes, not for formal writing. I mean, teachers rightly complain if you use it in formal writing. I think some kids do it sort of like that, or a backward Z, or maybe a plus. Do something so that you can come up with a very quick way to write the word and. All right, if you've followed me, I've gone fast, but now you should have a table of contents created for the notes, and you should understand a little bit about how you can take notes quickly. I hope to see you tomorrow.